Welcome to Craft with a Purpose. I'm Joanne. Thank you so much for stopping by. What do I got for you today? Well, we're going to be crafting today, guys. That's right. Check out this thrifted box. I actually picked this box up for just a couple dollars. And y'all, we are diving in to these Angelic tapers mold from Orchid Design. That's right. IOD molds. Absolutely stunning. This is the sparrow's nest mold. Guys, I am so excited. I have never really played around with molds or clay or resin, but we are getting ready to use it today, guys, so stay tuned. This particular mold my sister bought for me on Amazon. I'm not really sure the name of it, to be honest, but I checked that out as well. Not as good quality as IOD, though, I have to say. Okay, to get started, we have to use some cornstarch. That's right. Every time you're going to use the IOD mold, you should dust it off with some cornstarch before. We are using some glue and, of course, fusion paints. And by the way, that glue is the Tight Bond Speed Set. Very important, guys. It's very fast drying. And these are just some paints that I have from Fusion Paints. And I wasn't really sure what color I was going to paint it, so I just decided to share with you guys. Now, we will be utilizing a finishing wax in a color white. I don't think I actually ended up recording that part in the video, but that's okay. And here's the clay, IOD clay. And guys, you can use any other clay. There's, Dax clay, and there's other types of brands out there. But, IOD, I like that clay thus far. Like I said, I'm very new to all this, so here we go. So here I am starting to prep the molds. And I'm dusting it off, as you can see. Very important, guys. Every single mold needs to be dusted off with cornstarch, because if not, the clay is going to get stuck. We do not want that, y'all. It happened to me. It was not fun. It was time. It was that time to start using the clay, guys. And let me tell you, that was an adventure. I don't know if a lot of you know, but I actually have completely numb hands from a bad relapse I had in 2016, an MS relapse, where I don't feel my hands. I have spasticity in my hands. And so, y'all, let me tell you, playing with this clay was rough on my hands. But listen, I didn't let it stop me. I continued to push through, and let me tell you, it was a workout. It was a hand workout. I really thought it was going to be a lot easier for me. I'm sure that for other people that don't have numb hands, I'm sure it's going to be an easy peasy process. I enjoyed the process regardless, y'all, because in the end, look at this beauty. Oh my goodness, absolutely gorgeous. So I decided to go ahead and place it on top of this box. Of course, I had to cut a little slit there afterwards so the box can open and close. I had to redo it again because part of it didn't really come out well. Again, it was my first try, so hey, you just keep trying until you get it right. All right, then I moved on to the birds. That's right, the sparrow's nest mold from IOD. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sparrows, y'all. I did have some trouble with this particular one, and let me tell you why. Because I did not put enough cornstarch. So I cannot emphasize, y'all, you need to put plenty of cornstarch, because look, I struggled. But in the end, they came out beautiful. Obviously, I had to redo it. Then I used this other mold. Quality not the same. Okay, guys, this is where the creativity factor kind of comes in. I initially had done the angel, and the angel that I had done was with wings, and it didn't work out very well for me. So I got frustrated, and I went ahead and did the other angel, which doesn't have wings, which is very simple, beautiful, beautiful piece as well. And here's where my creativity had to come in. I utilized these sparrows, actually, even though they were different size, to create kind of like a wing vibe, if you will. I don't know, the way I saw it in my brain, and I actually liked it. I liked it that way, even though it was uneven on each side. It didn't matter. For me, it was just an angel spreading its wings, even though it was birds. But again, creativity, we all have it, and we all have it in a very unique way. So I continued on to just go ahead and paint. I actually utilized this beautiful color from Fusion Mineral Paint, and it is called Conservatory. I love this green, y'all. It's got like a vintage vibe to it. Absolutely love it. What I love about Fusion Paint is that it already has basically everything you need. It has a primer, it's got everything. So most of the times you really only need to do one coat and you are good. So as I continue to paint the basket, because y'all, I called it a box at the beginning of the video, it's actually a basket box, if you will. And guys, when you're painting a basket material, you can do it various ways. You can just paint over it and not give it like full coverage because you really want, you know, that natural wood to seep through. Or you can go ahead and wet the paint a little bit and just make it a little bit of a lighter. I wasn't going for full coverage here. I was just going for a nice little coverage that it shows obviously the color of the original basket. So here I am trying to finish up painting this. Guys, I love to paint and it's so therapeutic. And let me tell you something. I have to say this because I've noticed in this modern world, our children don't paint or color anymore. What is going on, y'all? We need to take our children back to painting and coloring and drawing. Go back to the basics and let's get off these tablets, please. Okay, Joanne, focus. Back to painting. Y'all, I continue to paint this basket. Obviously, I don't want to bore you with this, so I kind of speed up a little bit on this. But I wanted just to share with you guys. And then I went on in and dabbled on top of the actual mold. I actually was dabbling on it just because I noticed the paint was kind of struggling to absorb it there for a minute. And y'all, I realized I was supposed to let the clay kind of dry overnight and I didn't. It is air dry clay, but again, I didn't follow the rules, y'all. And I struggled with it afterwards and I didn't realize it till after I painted it, but it's fine. It's fine. Now that the box has settled and it has dried, I realized that I needed to do that because we're like 3 days into it now and I noticed that a little piece of it fell off. Shame on me for trying to rush through this project for you guys and not following the rules, y'all. So, note to self, when you use air dry clay, just let it cure overnight. I think that'll be good enough, truthfully. And then you'll be fine. Then you'll be able to paint it and do whatever in the world you want to do with it. We are done with this box, y'all. Look at this beautiful basket box. I absolutely love it. It's got a vintage vibe to it. I love the color. I get to store other molds in here and I'm just in love. At the end, guys, I did end up finishing it off with some rub and buff and gold. And so check it out. Thank you guys for continuing to like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Most importantly, don't forget to just keep on keeping on. God bless y'all.